Hello, welcome to Hope for Flint. I'm your host, Kristen Willisnovich, and the moment I have been waiting for, finally, in the studio, Matthew Welch, Adam Hartley, Divide by Design. Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, Kristen.
How you doing?
I have been waiting for this moment, Matt Welch, for a long time.
It's been a while, right?
It has been a while, and welcome, Adam Hartley, to the studio.
Thank you for having me.
So you both are with Divide by Design, and what's so amazing about you both is our studio was built by you. So I'm so excited to have you both in because now we get to kind of upgrade a little bit. You got to see what we need to do to soundproof it. Matt Welch, tell me a little bit about Divide by Design, the company.
Well, we've been around now for going on a few years and started right here in this building that we're in.
The Ferris wheel.
Absolutely. It's really absolutely exploded, actually nationwide now, from this little tiny build out that we did here and actually turned it into a viable company now.
It's insane how this has evolved. So the Ferris wheel has been here. When did Phil Hagerman, who owns the Ferris wheel, launch the Ferris wheel building itself?
Well, they just had their 1 year anniversary of the actual 100K ideas. And then prior to that, it was probably 6 months that we started doing the build out on it. So it's really only been a couple years.
It's in its infancy, really, to be honest. So, to say that it's grown exponentially, I would say, Adam, is an understatement.
Yes,
Tell me a little bit about the history of Divide by Design, what it all involves for our viewers and listeners.
Yeah, so really, Divide by Design was born out of a problem that actually started here in this building. And the SkyPoint Ventures, who were given this building, it had been vacant for about 40 years. Okay. And started playing with the idea of turning this into a co-working space, a shared office space, and looking into how would we build this out. And they didn't want to be married to the layout, so they went away from traditional drywall, started looking into modular wall systems. Got a quote for the building, all 7 stories of this building. It came in at about $1.5 million. So David Ola, who's the president over at SkyPoint Ventures, he's just an idea guy. He's always thinking.
Big thinker.
Yes, and he came up with this idea. What if we did a vertical post and panel system out of aluminum? I think we could save some money and we could outfit this entire building. So explored the idea a little bit, looked like it was going to work. They moved forward with it, and it worked a little bit better than they were expecting, and we started putting these walls up, these test walls, and having people come through the building. They'd see the walls, say, I want to buy those. We would take the walls down and then sell them.
Incredible.
And that's when we knew we had to turn this into a business. And so we were able to go from that $1.5 million quote down to $300,000 in this building at the Ferris wheel using our product. And really what it is it's a vertical post and panel system that can be used to make our bread and butter, our walls, offices, conference rooms, but we can do really so much more.
It's absolutely incredible, Matt. And Adam, to tell that story and to hear that story and the way it started and the way it snowballed and now it's grown into a business, because now where are you located, Matt? Where's Divide by Design headquartered?
Well, we have a location over on Linden Road. Adam can get you the exact details of the physical address of where we're at. We have a showroom over there right now that we've built out about 16,000 square feet. And then we also have manufacturing facility in the back where we do all the production of the product, get it out the door to the particular jobs that they're going to as well.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about that showroom.
That's approximately another 15,000 square feet in the backside of it. So in total, we've got around 30,000 square feet over there.
And where are you headquartered, Adam?
So our technical headquarters is actually the Dryden building right here downtown Flint. But we do a lot of our operations and our sales out of our new facility, which is the address 3080 South Linden Road.
You were right. He could provide it.
Yes.
So is that a new showroom?
Yes. We did the ribbon cutting over there in April of this year.
And to be headquartered in Flint, but you are a national company, correct?
Correct.
And how important to the city for Phil Hagerman and David to invest in the city of Flint, Matt?
It's absolutely incredible. The feedback that we're getting from people nationwide about the business and what we're doing here in Flint. I'll give you an example. We just did the biggest build we've ever done in Cleveland, Ohio. And it came directly from them coming here and seeing what we have here. And they built literally an identical mock-up of what we have here within their own space.
And I know that there's other big cities such as Pontiac who are, who's been in the same financial struggle, let's say sister city of Detroit, Flint, Pontiac, who now are looking at the sustainability of Divide by Design. And I imagine you're getting massive outreach, Adam.
Yes, no, we are starting to expand, nationally. Like we said, Cleveland, Ohio, people in Detroit, they're really seeing the product that we have and the value that it brings to them in both the short term and the long term.
You can't fight the price point.
Right.
No.
Right.
And Kristen, we're getting requests for quotes right now in places that we never dreamed that we would. I mean, we're talking Georgia, Florida, California, Arizona. They're coming from all over the place.
That was my next question, is like it's almost as if you build it, they will come. I mean, it doesn't always happen, but when you have a beautiful product that has sustainability and the price is right, they will come. And that's my question to you, Adam. How is the marketing? Is it spreading word of mouth? Is it spreading? What has been the strategy for you guys, marketing wise?
Yeah, so kind of a crazy marketing strategy for us.
There is none
at the start. Yeah, we don't do a whole lot of marketing. It's a lot of word of mouth. We've got a website. We've got social media. We try to get as much exposure as we possibly can. But really, once people see our product and they touch it and they feel it and it's in their space,
they love it,
and it speaks for itself. And it's brought in business and RFQ after RFQ, and it's been fantastic. Just the word of mouth.
It's pretty, for you both, it must be pretty cool to be at the ground level at its infancy and watch how it's progressed, and to watch a company that you're so passionate about. Your team is excellent, and your product is excellent, and Phil Hagerman is excellent, and David is excellent. So to watch the growth, how important for you, Matt, has it been to be on the Divide by Design team?
Well, for me, it's huge. And my background. I'm a contractor by trade and have been for many, many years. And this is a product that I wholeheartedly believe in. And the fact that we're able to do it here in Flint and grow this business to where it's at right now, and who knows where we're going to be 2 years from now, 5 years from now, the way it's grown so far, it's hard for us to even extrapolate that out and think of where we're going to be. But for me as a contractor, and see what I can do with this and where it fits within my business, to be a part of it as a principal within the company is just overwhelming to me, to see where we're going to go with this.
I agree with that, because you, like you said, in your own right, have had your own very established company. So for you to join this team, you must have saw something pretty incredible in it. And I will talk to you, Adam. You're young. You're a young man. So to be young, and you bring great energy. So I know exactly why they brought you on. You're very articulate. You're very smart. You're very business driven. But what's the experience been like for you?
Yeah, no, it's
to work with these geezers.
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic, and the experience I've been able to gain working with a startup company and getting to see how to grow a company properly, and being able to do it right here in Flint, because I'm a Flint kid. I was born and raised in Flint, went to school in Flint, high school in Flint.
You can say where.
Flint Powers. I went to Flint Powers for high school,
and then
go Chargers. And Kettering University for college. And so, just to be able to get this experience and work with such a great group of entrepreneurs and thinkers, and for them to be able to pass that knowledge on to me, and then I try to add what I can as we continue to grow this. It's been awesome.
And I think on the flip side as well, this is a conversation that I've also had with Phil Hagerman. When he decided to plant his flag, if you will, in Flint, that was huge for the city. And it brought economic development, and it really changed the narrative and the landscape of downtown. And it's incredible. And he could have went anywhere. We've had this conversation on multiple occasions. And what's so important on the flip side is also maintaining attrition and talent within Flint. So for you, oftentimes you hear, whether they grew up in Flint and went to Kettering, often they're birdies. We want them to fly out the nest and they travel and experience life. But just as important is to retain talent and energy and brains here within the city, and staying within your city and community is just as important. So it's really cool to have you so passionate here within your city that you love so much.
Yeah, no, it's an awesome experience. I'm happy.
So I know there's some new products that you guys have been working on and rolling out. Tell me a little bit, Adam, about the private booths.
Yes, so we just launched our privacy booth, and essentially what this is it's a roughly 3x3 private space that you can throw in any busy office setting. It could be a school, it could be an office, it could be a public place, and take a private phone call. With a lot of offices moving to the open concept, going with cubicles and desk stations instead of private offices, it's tough to make a private phone call.
Absolutely.
At your day job now. So we launched this privacy booth to offer people the ability to have privacy throughout the day, and our booth comes in at right around $3,000. The competitors in the market, you're looking anywhere between $6,000 and $10,000 for these things, and our price point came in at right around $3,000.
Matt, what do you account to being so ahead of the market in this space? What accounts of price points? What's the accountability for you guys to come under the bid so low?
Well, we're very, very efficient in our buying of our products. And the product is built, it's engineered and assembled in probably the most efficient way out there in the competitive marketplace. That's the key. It really is, because literally to put one of these booths together, it's one person an hour to maybe 2 hours for somebody that's completely inexperienced, never done it before, to put it together. It comes in a kit. You can literally put it together and you're off and running and it's ready to go.
Would you say, honestly, this just came into my head. It's like IKEA almost.
It is.
I mean, it reminds me of IKEA.
And one of the ancillary benefits to our product as well, Kristen, is that the materials that we're getting are all sourced and made here in Michigan. We're not bringing anything in from out of the country. We're not buying stuff from China. We're trying to keep everything as close to home as we possibly can. And we're doing it at a price point that nobody can touch.
They can't even compete with it. It's really incredible. It's really kind of going to change the landscape.
We hope so.
Don't you think?
We hope so.
So having, for us being in the Ferris wheel and having been exposed to Divide by Design, that's what our studio is made of. So when people come in and we bring guests in, or even family or colleagues, they are all just taken aback by this building. It's really incredible. So I can attest to the responses you must get when you get outside sources coming in to, preview or meet with you. It's just really kind of jaw-dropping, to be honest. And then when you come in with the dollars, it makes sense beyond words.
Well, I'll go one step further than that, Kristen, is that when they see this, there is a wow factor. Obviously, we've got 7 floors of this here, so that really is helpful, not only to have our showroom, but to have this as a working showroom here as well. But then when you combine it with some of the benefits that in traditional construction, as you know, again, I was a contractor, so for me to come in and build this out traditionally and affix walls to walls and to ceilings and build it out the traditional way, there's a cost that goes with that. But then also, that becomes a fixed asset within the business, and that can be amortized. It has to be amortized over a certain period of time, a very long period of time. Everything that you see that Divide by Design makes is considered furniture by the IRS, and any business owner that puts it in their office can write 100% of it off the very first year that they own it.
Genius. It's genius. It's incredible. And I know in conjunction to the growth of the business side, you also partner and collaborate with some beautiful organizations. And I know coming up, because I'm on the planning committee, is the Whaley Children's Center World's Greatest Office Party. And that event, mark your calendars, is December 7th. So make sure you guys get your tickets. Go online to Whaley Children's Center and get your World's Greatest Office Party tickets. So what has happened, you're too young to know this, Adam Hartley, this has always been one of the biggest, craziest, most elaborate events of the year for Flint and for Whaley. And prior times it was held at Holiday Inn Gateway Center. Last year was the inaugural year that they switched over to Dordt Federal Event Center, Dordt Federal Credit Union Event Center. Say that 5 times, Adam. And Divide by Design had built out the entire party. Okay. Controversy, right? Because, people get comfortable in the Gateway Center, but it had grown. The event had grown so much that they couldn't house it there anymore. What an amazing event last year, Matt Welch. Just really, you guys outdid yourself. Tell me a little bit about that effort, because it was the first one and it couldn't have been easy.
Oh, it was huge. And that was all from a directive from Phil. I mean, Phil's philanthropic arm reaches so far. And he said, this is something that's important to do. And
Phil Hagerman, yes.
It wasn't a business proposition. It wasn't anything having to do with revenue. It was strictly, what can I do for the organization and the kids? And so we built this out and created these 20 plus booths for everybody there. And if you haven't seen it, they were very elaborate. They were very large. There was a lot of infrastructure involved, a lot of moving and assembly. And these guys and the team just absolutely killed it.
Blew it out of the water.
They really did. We put it all together in just over a day, put it all together. We took the entire system down in less than 4 hours.
You know, isn't that crazy? And Zach, you'll come this year with us. You didn't go last year. We don't invite them to a lot of things, you guys. It's okay. But this year you're going. But I have to tell you, there's a time-lapse camera that they put up of you guys setting up and taking down. And it's just so fascinating. And just so you know, being on the planning committee, my cameraman's going to do the same thing this year. So they'll be able to watch it because it's even going to be bigger this year. Yeah. So it's really incredible. So kudos to Divide by Design, not only for your business sense, for the creativity, for really something magical that you guys are putting out there. And now it's growing beyond words, being headquartered in the city of Flint, bringing in new talent, new energy, keeping some old guys around, wink, wink.
I laughed because when we were talking about the privacy booth, that it was similar to like a phone booth, and
they didn't know what it was.
Anybody that's younger than 45 really kind of looked at you cross-eyed, like they had no idea what you're talking about.
It's so funny. I just saw the other day a millennial trying to use a rotary phone. It was on YouTube. They couldn't use it. So I get what you're saying, but you know, kudos to David and Phil Hagerman for being such visionaries and believing in the city of Flint, and for their philanthropic, what they've done with the city and their partnerships. I mean, really, it's invaluable. So it's only really the beginning. So moving forward, Adam, how can people get a hold of Divide by Design? What's the best way to do the outreach?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, send us a message through the Contact Us page on our website. We've got an email, info@dividebydesign.com is the best email to get in touch with us. And then also 810-484-3339 is our phone number as well.
Excellent. And can people call and set up, can they set up tours of the design center, the new design center, and then also here at the Ferris wheel? Is that kind of the two points that you guys showcase?
Yes.
Okay, yep. Excellent. So call and check that out. One more time, the phone number.
810-484-3339.
And the email?
info@dividebydesign.com.
Adam Hartley, Matthew Welch, Divide by Design. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thanks, Kristen.
Thank you for having us.
We're going to have you back on after the big World's Greatest Office Party. So we'll do a recap of that and we'll show the video. So that'll be really exciting.
Awesome.
And I think first quarter 2020, you guys can update on some of the growth. It's going to be huge.
That would be awesome.
Again.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you again. Divide by Design. You definitely are hope for Flint.